Hi, my name is Vanessa Ophelia Rigault, and I am the founder of the Shine Club. The Shine Club stands for self-esteem, hope, inclusion, neighborhood, and empowerment. This club started over 3 years ago at St. Thomas More School, and I started this club because my niece attends the school there, and she came home and said to me that a child had said something racist to her. I had trained her all the time that this could happen, and she was prepared. And we started to talk, and then I talked to the principal about it, and fast forward, I started to do the Shine Club. It was an idea, and the idea came from my experience when I came to Canada when I was just 6 years old, and I thought to myself, decades later, children are going to school, comments are happening. As you know, all the difficult moments in children's lives happens at recess, happens on the bus, happens in the hallway and the washroom. And I was thinking to myself, racialized children, BIPOC children have these issues when it's compounded with race. So we started the Shine Club. We were only meeting on the lunch hour, and we had powerful discussion. And then other schools got involved. Why is the Shine Club so important? It offers racialized children an opportunity to be with other racialized children. Some of them have never had a Black child or an Indigenous child in their classroom. It also provides a space where racialized BIPOC facilitators from the community and the schools can be with those children. So the space is a racialized space, it's BIPOC, and we have powerful conversations. What I have seen as the benefits is that children get to be themselves, and I want to share a story with you. So I was in a class and I was talking to a boy about the Shine Club. We were wrapping up the year and we were talking about our favorite foods. And he looked at me and goes, "Miss Rigault, my favorite food is plantain." And I thought to myself, he's not coding. He is saying what his favorite food is. And I remember my childhood and other children who had to think, is this audience, would they know what plantain is? And I remember my story and other children's story of just saying banana. But in this space, children can be themselves. It's on their lunch hour. And you know how I know it's successful? They come again and again. The Shine Club has reached so far over 200 kids. We are in 6 schools, and we're from Trenton to Kingston, and we meet on the lunch hour. It brings together community and the school. We do this with allies. This program could not be possible without white allies as vice principals, teachers who bring these children to our space. The surprising successes that I've seen about the Shine Club is how children who weren't coming to school found a safe space, and their attendance increased because they know that we're going to be there. They look forward for us to be there. They tell us their stories. They shine. They feel hopeful. And then they go back to their classroom. What we're building with the Shine Club and with your partnership is community, but we're also building resiliency. We're also building reconciliation. It's all of those complicated stuff that we talk about in equity, diversity, and inclusion, and reconciliation. Equity is happening. Inclusion is happening. Belonging is happening. This is what we want with the schools. Healing is happening. It's a program that provides a mental health space for racialized children to rest, for them to be themselves, and to share stories about their day in school, what makes them joyful. And they get to celebrate themselves. They get to be with themselves. Some of the wonderful benefits that I see from this program is that because it's in the community, I've seen racialized educators and EAs being hired by your board, because they are actively involved as community facilitators and they get to see the school. Principals get to know them, and that's one of the benefits of the Shine Clubs. Besides the children just enjoying being with other children and the facilitators, I see community happening. There are a lot of successes. So far, we've had over 5,000 connections with children. What that means is that every week these children are coming again and again, and we have a connection. And when we have a connection, we're building community. I'll leave you with this story. When the Shine Club finished last year in the summer, there was this young girl that kept asking me. She goes, and in our community, a lot of kids call me Auntie Vanessa. And she says, Auntie Vanessa, when's the club starting? When's the club starting? This went on for the whole summer. And then finally, it started. There was so much joy in her face and seeing this. The Shine Club overflows to the community. When I see these children, I get hugs. What that says as a board is that you're building community, you're building belonging, but all the work that the board is tasked with of creating a community of belonging, of providing equity for racialized children, the Shine Club is doing that on a lunch hour by providing a safe and beautiful place for children to just be themselves and to shine. So thank you for partnering with us. We look forward to continue growing with us, growing with the Shine Club and growing with your board. Have a great day, and if it's not going well, I hope it gets better, and I look forward to meeting you in person one day soon. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.